Welcome back to the Balanced Life. So, what are we talking about in today's episode? Well, this is the month of water, and we're starting on the body. So, what do I have to say about the body and water? Well, what I have to say affects most people. Most people are not drinking good water anymore. There's tons of different contaminants. There's things like heavy metals, there's plastics, there's hormones, there's bacteria, there's VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds. That's stuff like methane and all that. Um, and a whole slew of other things that we just don't know is going into our water, right? So, what are we going to do about it, right? When the city is giving us a bunch of water that's bad for us, when our wells can give us water that's bad for us, when rain can even give us water that's bad for us now. Now, with the rain side, I've heard that after about 15 minutes of raining, then you can get a lot less contaminants because all the air has been washed away, right? All the pollutants in the air. So you can collect rainwater in theory after 15 minutes of raining. I'm sure there are still contaminants, but it'd probably be cleaner than a lot of the other sources we're getting. And the sad thing is a lot of our food and beverages have this contaminated water in it. So the reason why is they just usually use the cheapest water to make any kind of food, any kind of drink. So they're usually using whatever water is available from the city, which is the exact same problem as what we're getting. Um, so what do we gotta do? We gotta be starting to do our own filtering of water. We gotta start making these changes where we're drinking cleaner water at home and having cleaner vessels to carry it when we go about. Now, why is this a big deal? Is because of all the things I just mentioned, right? Your hormones are going to be out of balance due to microplastics, as well as stuff like estrogen in the waterways. Ever since the birth control pill was invented, like the water is filled with them. Stuff like medications that get disposed when going to the bathroom and not fully filtered by the body, so that's in the water. That doesn't all get taken out. And again, heavy metals, plastics, VOCs, bacteria, etc., right? So these things cause things in your body like inflammation. It can cause hormonal changes, which can affect your mood, your sleep, your energy. It can, a lot of these things can actually lead to cancers. Um, so, the list goes on and on about how bad all this stuff is in our water and how bad it is to our bodies. So rather than taking the risk and just saying, everything will be okay, instead, we should be focusing on, okay, well, if these things are present and I don't know the extent to how bad they are, well, why take the risk? So, how do we get rid of these bad things? Well, I've done a lot of research and there's many different methods, some better than others. People have mentioned things like reverse osmosis and such. For me, I have an issue with reverse osmosis because of the fact that it uses plastic to filter, and I don't want anything to do with plastic when it comes to filtering my water. Um, so that kind of reverse osmosis, yeah, all right, it could be okay. I guess it's better on your appliances. It's better for showering and stuff like that. But as far as drinking water, yeah, it's possible that it's better than what we're already drinking, but I would rather go with a better one. There are thermal oxidizers, which that is mostly about cleaning bad air. So industries use this, which is 1500 BTUs, to incinerate the water, which gets rid of the bad contaminants, and then oxygen and water are released out of it. Now, those systems are anywhere from $100,000 up. I just want to mention it because perhaps that could be looked into more for how our cities could be cleaning the water for us. Um, Not sure why they don't collect that water. It sounds like it's very clean, but you know, it's something that we could look into to perhaps talk to our representatives about. Who knows? So, what are we gonna do for ourselves though? Is how about distillation? If you don't know what distillation is, it's basically what's always naturally been done by the earth. It's when the water evaporates, right? You collect the droplets, i.e., the rain for the natural, but for the personal, then it's about collecting the steam. Now, that steam is actually very clean, has most of its contaminants removed. There are things like VOCs that could still be present and other things that may get evaporated at the same temperature as water. That's why you would use, say, like a carbon filter to then filter out whatever may remain so that you could get basically 99% pure water. Now, there's a bunch of false narratives going around about it leaking minerals from your body. But the thing is less than 2% of the minerals that we get are from water. Most of it's from food. So you don't need to worry about that. I would recommend even looking at doctors talking about it on the internet as well as on YouTube. And there's plenty of doctors that say that's baloney. There's also plenty of people that swear by distilled water and they haven't had any negative effects. So for me, I would recommend switching to that as soon as possible. Now, it can be a little bit expensive for some people to switch, right? Anywhere from $600 up Canadian um, for getting a countertop style system for distilling your water. I would say that, it's worth the money to get something like that. But in the meantime, you can start at least making some changes. So getting rid of plastic containers that you have and switching to glass, for instance. If you're going to use stainless steel for storing your water and or food, well, then I would recommend 304 or 316 stainless steel for that. I would say that these things are not small, and this is definitely the place that we should be starting for getting our stuff cleaner. Let me know what you think. If you disagree, I'd love to hear it. And until next video, hope you stay well. Ciao.